Rahul Gandhi disqualified as MP. Congress cries vendetta.
ये घोटाला सिर्फ अडानी से संबंधित नहीं है, ये घोटाला प्रधानमंत्री की नीयत और प्रधानमंत्री की नीतियों से भी जुड़ा हुआ है।
BJP calls Rahul a repeat offender. Anurag Thakur hints at sabotage within Congress.
अगर पवन खेड़ा जी के लिए चंद घंटों के अंदर वकील पहुंच सकते थे, तो श्रीमान राहुल गांधी जी के लिए क्यों नहीं?
Rahul tweets he will remain voice of India. As Rahul's expulsion united the opposition, that's our top focus on India First.
The Congress, of course, has come out all guns blazing, accusing the Narendra Modi government of dictatorship. After Congress MP from Wayanad in Kerala, Rahul Gandhi was disqualified as a member of parliament following his conviction in a defamation case. The Congress is being accused of being caught flat-footed. From Trinamool Congress lawyer and leader Majid Memon to the ruling BJP, Congress is being asked why didn't it approach the courts of law the moment Rahul Gandhi was found guilty yesterday. BJP, tongue firmly in cheek, has alleged internal sabotage in the Congress. The Grand Old Party, on the other hand, insists it will fight both legally and politically. But is Rahul Gandhi now a free speech martyr, or is he a repeat offender? We debate. But first, as always, the headlines. Finance Bill 2023 with over 45 amendments passed in Lok Sabha without a discussion amidst Modi, Adani, Bhai Bhai slogans raised by the opposition. From Arvind Kejriwal to Akhilesh Yadav to Mamta Banerjee, opposition leaders rally behind Rahul Gandhi, accuse the BJP of vendetta and intimidation politics. The BJP hits back, says Rahul Gandhi must face the law. Prime Minister Narendra Modi returns to his constituency. Varanasi inaugurates and launches 28 development projects worth over 1,780 crore rupees. Amit Shah in state of war. Karnataka meets BJP's Lingayat strongman B.S. Yediyurappa at his residence. Speculation over a bigger role for BSY in the BJP. Hunt for fugitive Amritpal Singh continues. India Today uncovers the Khalistani sympathizers' plot to establish a separate Khalistani state. Our top focus story on India First is the disqualification of Congress party leader Rahul Gandhi as member of parliament Lok Sabha from Wayanad in Kerala. Disqualified after he was convicted in a defamation case. The Gandhi son now, at least as of now, cannot fight elections for the next 8 years. He of course says he will continue to fight to be the voice of India. He says he is ready to pay any price for that. So what actually happened to the Congress party leadership, and why didn't they approach courts immediately after his conviction? That's a question that's not only being asked by Trinamool Congress, but also the BJP, tongue firmly in cheek.
The Wayanad MP's run cut short, at least for now. Rahul Gandhi disqualified as a member of the Lok Sabha. The Secretariat of the lower house issued the orders effective Thursday. A Surat court on Thursday convicted Rahul Gandhi in a 2019 defamation case linked to his Modi surname remarks. He was sentenced to 2 years in jail, but later granted bail. The sentencing suspended for a month to let him appeal in a higher court. The Lok Sabha Secretariat referred to the provisions of the Representation of the People's Act in its disqualification notice for the 52-year-old Congress leader. His party pledged to fight his disqualification legally and politically.
राहुल जी बड़े धैर्य के साथ, संयम के साथ इसका मुकाबला करेंगे। वो पहले भी करते हुए आए हैं, आगे भी करेंगे पूरी पार्टी उनके साथ है।
His sister and Congress General Secretary Priyanka Gandhi tweeted out that the measure aimed at silencing Rahul Gandhi's voice. She alleged her brother's disqualification reflected the fright of the ruling dispensation. Seen as averse to Congress till now, including on the demand for a JPC into the Adani issue, West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee rallied around Rahul Gandhi in support in the wake of his disqualification. She alleged opposition leaders are unfairly disqualified for their speeches while criminals inducted into the BJP.
The BJP are desperate to silence the voice of the opposition. We know they are desperate. We know they want to silence the voice. We know they would go to all kinds of lows, terrible. The lowest in parliamentary democracy, in the history of parliamentary democracy. BJP, how low can you go, Mr. Modi and Mr. Shah? BJP, shame on you, shame.
The Samajwadi Party chief has also thrown his weight behind Rahul Gandhi, accusing the ruling BJP of defaming constitutional democracy.
ऐसे मुकदमे देखेंगे तो बीजेपी वालों की तो कईयों की सस्ता नहीं बचेगी। जो भाषा या जिस तरह के उनके स्टेटमेंट्स हैं, अगर उन पर सच्ची कार्रवाई हो जाए तो बहुत सारे भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सदस्यों की भी सदस्यता चली जाएगी।
AAP leader Arvind Kejriwal on Thursday also expressed his disagreement with the court ruling on Rahul Gandhi. The Delhi chief minister insisted the Congress leader had been wrongly framed in the defamation case. On Friday, CM Kejriwal again expressed solidarity with Rahul Gandhi after his disqualification.
सबसे कम पढ़ा लिखा प्रधानमंत्री अगर हुआ है, मैं नहीं समझता आजाद भारत में कोई 12वीं पास प्रधानमंत्री हुआ है। उनसे सरकार चलती नहीं है। अहंकार उनका 7वें आसमान के ऊपर है। सवेरे से शाम तक इसको जेल भेजो, इसकी सदस्यता रद्द करो, इसको जेल भेजो।
The BJP insisted Rahul Gandhi was rightly convicted under the law of the land.
भगवान के घर में देर से ही अंधेर नहीं। राहुल जी कहते थे दुर्भाग्य से सांसद हूं, अनफॉर्चुनेटली आई एम एन एमपी। सो उनको जो एक दुर्भाग्य लगता था आज उससे भी मुक्ति मिल गई है। उनके साथ साथ वायनाड के लोगों को भी इससे छुटकारा मिल पाया।
The court ruling on Rahul Gandhi, followed by his disqualification, appears to have built a bridge of reconciliation within the opposition ranks. Parties at odds with one another thawing their frosty ties. Bureau Report, India Today.
Is the BJP silencing the opposition, or has the Congress been caught flat-footed? Joining me on India First is Rajdeep Sardesai, Consultant Editor, India Today, Rahul Srivastav, our National Affairs Editor. We have the best political analysts on Indian television with me on the broadcast. Also with me is Shazia Ilmi, spokesperson of the BJP, and Dr. Ajay Kumar, national spokesperson of the Congress Party. But Rajdeep, to you first. Has the Congress been caught flat-footed? BJP says for Pawan Kheda, they rushed to courts in hours. But for Rahul Gandhi, Congress with a battery of lawyers didn't.
Well, the reasoning that the Congress lawyers are giving is that it's a 179-page judgment in Gujarati, needs to be translated, and they want to get it right before they file an appeal. So possibly as early as Monday or Tuesday, you could have an appeal. I think the legal battle is one element of it, and I will leave it to lawyers to decide whether the Congress could have moved earlier. But it's the politics. You see, politically, I think the Congress party still doesn't have a strategy in place. They are still not clear how far they should push in galvanizing the entire opposition, possibly becoming some kind of a magnet for the opposition, which is already angered over the manner in which the opposition believes the government is misusing agencies. Some of them have even suggested we should all resign, all Congress MPs should resign in solidarity with Rahul Gandhi. Others are suggesting a jail bharo andolan. And there is Rahul Gandhi himself. how is Rahul Gandhi going to evoke sympathy and solidarity for himself unless he is willing to lead from the front, reach out to opposition leaders? You see, politics has to be played to your advantage in a situation that Rahul Gandhi finds himself, with Rahul Gandhi taking the initiative.
But
there's only so much that the others can do.
So we saw one tweet from him, one tweet. Where is Rahul Gandhi?
Look, the fact is that eventually, if Rahul Gandhi wants to galvanize public support for himself on the grounds that he is being targeted for speaking out, then he is going to have to lead from the front. So far, we haven't seen that. It can't be done by Mallikarjun Kharge. It can't be done by Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, who's there on your screen. It can't be done by anyone else. The other opposition parties who are tweeting today in your support also expect you to do more to reach out to them. And the BJP, for its part, seems to be, at least for now, more than happy to make this Rahul Gandhi-centric, because they think Rahul Gandhi is someone whom they can take on. Now, there they may miscalculate, because eventually, if it becomes Bechara Rahul, if constantly you're seen to be targeting someone who's raising what some believe are valid issues, it can backfire. But the BJP is willing to take their chances. Their strategy is clear. They are going to go from the 6th of April, they say, across the country, saying Rahul Gandhi insulted OBCs. We can debate that separately. But at least the BJP has a strategy. I'm still not clear whether the Congress is willing to go all guns blazing to take advantage of an opportunity that has come their way to not only affect the realignment within the opposition, but also make Rahul Gandhi out to be a far more sympathetic figure than he has been in politics so far.
So they want to project him as Bechara Rahul Srivastav. Would that be advantage Rahul Gandhi if he emerges as a Bechara Rahul compared to a powerful Narendra Modi? And is he emerging as a free speech martyr? Or is the BJP being able to send out the message of Rahul Gandhi being one, repeat offender, two, insulting OBCs, Rahul Srivastav?
Gaurav, in the past, it has happened in the Congress party. Rahul Gandhi doesn't need to look very far. At the time in 2006, when Sonia Gandhi was facing the Office of Profit disqualification over the Office of Profit issue, she resigned. She took the high moral ground, recontested, galvanized the party. There were different times, of course. The Congress was in power. It was a very powerful party at that time, the biggest party at that time in the country. But there is something about political audacity. And one expected that Rahul Gandhi will take perhaps that platform of being a martyr, but I think there could have been slightly more. I think that, as Rajdeep said, the Congress could have been more proactive. For example, had he resigned, there is a question mark over the order the Congress wants to raise, how the case was registered, how the BJP is utilizing the situation. But then Rahul Gandhi could have said that there was a law of the land and I am bowing before the constitution and democracy. He could have taken the high moral ground. But now he's waiting for sympathy to arrive for him. That doesn't happen in politics. He needs to work harder and better at it. The Congress needs to be a much more cohesive and a different force than what it is, perhaps to exploit the situation for sympathy. Otherwise, if you recall in 2019, there was virtually similar thing. There was Chaukidar Chor Hai. It was a slogan which for a time got traction. But what happened eventually after Balakot and others?
It boomeranged dramatically. So did Rafale. But let me bring in Rajdeep once again. Before I bring in our political guests on the show, Rajdeep, you agree with Rahul Srivastav? Perhaps Rahul Gandhi could have quit after the verdict and then be on the offensive, be that martyr, be a free speech martyr, taking on a powerful Narendra Modi. Would he then emerge as the pivot for the opposition to take on the Modi government in 2024?
Look, there was even talk from within Rahul Gandhi's supporters that Rahul Gandhi himself was willing to surrender before the court said, I'm ready to go to jail. Now, you see, all that's all very well. But you're going to have to become this pivot, you're going to have to be more proactive. You see, you're going to have to be willing to reach out to others. You can't live in your own little cocoon. Remember, Sonia Gandhi, in that period leading up to 2004, was out and about, reaching out even to the likes of Mayawati. She may have had political differences with them, but she was willing to reach out to them. Politics requires you to not make it only about yourself. You see, while Rahul Gandhi may be the center of attention because he's been disqualified over the criminal defamation, congressmen and congresswomen have to realize that You can't fight Modi, Mr. Modi, by only putting all your eggs in Rahul Gandhi's basket. You are going to have to make Rahul Gandhi a figure around whom others also feel a sense that here is someone who we are ready to fight for. That hasn't happened. Sonia Gandhi, as Rahul Srivastava explained, when she resigned, of course, after the Office of Profit case, she was able to evoke a lot of sympathy for herself. I still haven't seen that sympathy for Rahul Gandhi, and part of the problem is Rahul Gandhi has to recognize that if you are going to make this an ideological war against Mr. Modi, you're going to have to bring others and align others also in their interests. It can't only be about self-preservation, it has to become about others joining in because they feel that you actually represent and are ready to echo their voices.
Dr. Ajay Kumar, that doesn't seem to be happening, or is that happening? Because the BJP very clearly says it's nothing to do with them, it's a court verdict, and yet the Prime Minister is being targeted.
Look, Gaurav, I was listening to you and you said perhaps he should have resigned. Perhaps if TV anchors were asking the Prime Minister why did he say 50 crore girlfriend, perhaps Goli Maro Salo ko
had you taken them to court, had there been a court verdict, we would have discussed that too, wouldn't we?
I refuse to discuss this because you continue to troll and you don't let us speak.
No, go on,
either you let us speak or no, let me
go on, sir, go on, sir.
Either you speak.
No, go on, sir.
Because very offensive, yeah?
Go on, sir.
First of all,
Dr. Ajay Kumar, go on, sir.
Yeah, okay. Now, perhaps if the TV anchors were asking the Prime Minister, 50 crore girlfriend is no issue. Suddenly Rahul Gandhi's statement is it? No issue for Goli Maro Salo ko. No issue for Bijli ki current. Those statements taken in the same issue, political statements, doesn't stir the conscience of any anchor in issues of propriety.
Sir, you're shooting the messenger, sir.
No, I'm not shooting the messenger because the messenger is shooting the political opponent. So first of all, Gaurav, I don't interrupt when you're speaking. Please, you don't interrupt me.
Perfect.
The second issue is, yeah, perfect. Second issue. So it's a mirror for all of you also. You don't like the mirror. I look at the mirror myself. I'm sorry about that, but that's the mirror. Second issue is Rajdeep and Rahul were saying, either make up your mind. If Mr. Gandhi is not the face against Mr. Modi, what will it be? Or is he the face of Mr. Modi? I'm saying that the Congress is working. Definitely working to get everybody on board. Mr. Gandhi is going to go around the country, and definitely I've been in Jharkhand right now. Unfortunately, I also have a court case thanks to the Bharatiya Janata Party, and I have an appearance tomorrow. The issue is very simple: that the opposition leaders are rallying behind the point in which Mr. Gandhi has been targeted.
Okay.
If the opposition comes together, it's game over, and I accept that there is a lot of homework to be done. But today, it's a critical issue that in the history of Indian democracy, we are not asking this question, that all other disqualification was on murder, corruption charges. We are at a point where tomorrow anchors also will be, today you are safe, I am safe, everybody is safe. Tomorrow you can be a Kappan, I can become Mr. Rahul Gandhi, and etc. etc. The issue is the fundamental issue. Nobody is being disqualified for defamation.
Let me get Rajdeep Sardesai to answer.
Defamation. No, one second.
Okay.
Let me complete. Before Rajdeep, there's been no conviction, no disqualification or defamation. The question is whether this is a wonderful democracy you're saying being played. It's for all of you guys to judge, but I'm just saying 50 crore girlfriend seems to be a brilliant statement by the Prime Minister.
No, but let me quickly get Rajdeep to respond to that 50 crore girlfriend statement. Rajdeep, today we are discussing this not because the statement has been made, because there's a court order. Had the Congress taken the Prime Minister to court, had there been a verdict, it would have been apples and apples. Isn't it apples and oranges today?
Look, I have been a conscientious objector. I must make a disclosure to criminal defamation. I joined a petition filed by Subramaniam Swamy, who was sued for defamation by Jayalalitha for accusing her of corruption. I believe in a country, and most civilized countries in the world treat defamation as a civil tort, as a liability, not as a criminal. You don't put someone in jail for 2 years then because it can then become a restriction, in my view, on freedom of speech. However, the Supreme Court ruled against us. They said that it is constitutionally valid. It's a reasonable restriction. Fair enough. My point is, today, if we go back in time or even in the last few months to the kind of statements that are made in public life by all political parties, you will have to, criminal defamation will become the rule. I mean, Rahul Gandhi's statement, frankly, has been distorted a bit. It was a statement, in my view, which could have been avoided. You do not make statements in public gatherings casually. It could have been more nuanced, but he did say all Modis are chores, which is how the BJP is interpreting it, saying it's a caste slur. And also, very interestingly, neither Nirav Modi nor Lalit Modi are backward castes. That's even so. All of this is being used, Gaurav, to create a political bubble. In a way, a smoke screen in which politics has become very low level.
Shazia wants to respond because Shazia, Jairam Ramesh says democracy is dead, Om Shanti.
Yeah, Raj. So I would like to respond to what Rajdeep said. Rajdeep, no, that is not so. The fact of the matter is he was attributing meaning to the word, to the surname Modi, and he was trying to conflate the two by saying Nirav Modi and Lalit Modi. He was obviously trying to go where he went last time when he said Chaukidar Chor hai. And you know where that got him. So clearly, let's not, I mean, it's rather...
He was targeting Prime Minister Modi. He was targeting, if anyone has to file defamation, Prime Minister Modi should have filed the defamation. That's my point.
Yes, but the fact of the matter is, no, Rajdeep, I want to come in, please. Allow me to speak. Well, doesn't Purnesh Modi, as somebody who belongs to a group of a society or a part of a smaller group, doesn't he have a right to get offended by the use of the surname Modi? That how sare jo chor hai, wo unka surname Modi kyun hota hai? You know, all Sardesais and Ilmis could have an issue if somebody were to say all of them are of a dubious character or a questionable character. I mean, someone else who has nothing to do with you as a Sardesai can take offense, and why do you have to comment on the surname Sardesai? So he has every right, Purnesh Modi has every right to take umbrage, feel indignant.
No, but why didn't the Congress react? You know, now I want to move forward. Now that there is a court verdict.
You have to be responsible. You have to be responsible for your words. That's one thing. But having said that, in the course of 4 years,
Dr. Ajay Kumar, why did the Congress with its battery of lawyers
Rahul Gandhi could have said that he did not mean it for any OBCs.
Okay. And he had an opportunity to apologize. That's again a point that's being made.
I wanted to just call Modi.
Okay. Dr. Ajay Kumar, you wanted to come and go on, sir.
No, and the third point is, I heard something simple.
Go on, Dr. Ajay Kumar.
Yeah. So first of all, Lalit Modi is not a backward, and Nirav Modi is not a backward. So there is no question of being backward. The second issue is, if you say 50 crore girlfriends and all girlfriends, one sec, Shazia. 50 crore girlfriend means all the women in this world should be offended.
100 crores.
No, one sec, can I complete? I don't interrupt you.
No, should be killed.
Okay, one at a time. Shazia, just let Dr. Ajay Kumar complete his point. Okay, Dr. Ajay Kumar just completing his point.
I don't interrupt you.
The filth that Modi ji has.
Only Dr. Ajay Kumar. Sir, please respond.
Yeah, okay. Congress ki vidwa. So all the widows of this world should be offended. 50 crore girlfriend, everybody should be offended. Current laga do, you should be offended, everybody else should be offended, because he said ki inko bijli laga do taki unke ghar mein aa jaye, unko shock lag jaye. Shazia, I mean everybody in the minority should be offended. And the most important part is, my question is, the Bharatiya Janata Party suddenly saying about court judgments. Mr. Amit Shah said that the Supreme Court in the Guruvayur judgment should be careful, that they should not pass orders which cannot be implemented. And you are telling the Supreme Court of India,
sir, but I want to stay on the current issue for a moment. You know, since our time is limited, I want to stay on Rahul Gandhi for a moment, because Rahul Srivastav, in your appreciation, is Rahul Gandhi emerging as the face of opposition to Modi? Because Sushil Modi earlier, when he was on the broadcast with us, he said, will either SP or Aam Aadmi Party or TMC cede seats to Rahul Gandhi, or is this just one, lip service to opposition coming together, or enforcement directorate ensuring opposition comes together?
Gaurav, a lot will depend, as I said, how Congress will approach. As Rajdeep says, the Congress will have to reach out. This is an opportunity for Rahul Gandhi. There is also a problem that if he does not get a relief from the courts and can't contest elections, means he cannot be the next Prime Minister candidate of the Congress or the opposition. Means lot of other leaders in the opposition will start thinking that maybe they can be the opposition leaders or the Prime Minister face. that's a major problem for the Congress party. And what Ajay was saying, I think one should not be, Gaurav, what is happening increasingly, that vis-a-vis the media, politicians are getting more unreasonable as they spend more time in politics. The Congress party is today telling why the media didn't talk about what the statements from the BJP came about other leaders. Why couldn't they go to the court? Why couldn't they register a case in Rajasthan or Chhattisgarh? They didn't. Then second point, there have been more cases of defamation against journalists in the last 70 years in this country than politicians. And who was registering those cases? These were being registered by the governments of the day, and for a very long time, there were Congress governments in the country. Rahul Gandhi had an opportunity to ensure that the Manmohan Singh government could have brought a law against frivolous convictions in 2013. He tore that law. Now, after doing all that, you blame the media for it is a very unfair game. Yes, there is a very difficult challenge for the Congress, because the government is definitely doing what perhaps Narasimha Rao did at one time against a lot of opposition leaders. Cases are registered. That kind of thing has happened. But the point is, there is a possibility, as Rajdeep says, to bring the opposition together.
There is an opportunity, but will Rahul Gandhi be willing to play second fiddle to other regional leaders, then taking center stage? And we'll track that story very closely. I'm sorry I've run out of time on this part of the show.